Did she really think that she could get away with this? Angela Rayner, the housing minister who hasn't built any homes, and the deputy prime minister in a government that is currently trying to clamp down on evil second homeowners, has just shelled out a whopping 800 grand for a new swanky pad by the seaside, which is not just her second, but is in fact her third home. We have got all of the details, including photographs of her swanky new pad in Hove by the seaside, so don't go anywhere. But before we get there, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It massively helps us out, and it means you won't miss out on our upcoming content. So, as you may have noticed in the past couple of days, Angela Rayner has got a bit of a taste for the seaside, hasn't she? She was photographed on an inflatable kayak having a little suck on her vape pen. What a classy lady. And she was also photographed in a also very classy army print and hot pink dry robe, having a glass of vino. So she clearly likes the seaside now, so she's decided to get herself a new 3-bedroom flat by the seaside. So here are the details from the Mail on Sunday. She's added an 800k seaside apartment to her burgeoning property empire at a time when her department is cracking down on second homeowners. This is her third home in addition to her 650 grand home in her constituency, and the very flashy 3-bed flat that she gets to live in London during the week. We've got photos of all of those, so don't worry, we've got all the details for you. And this comes as Angela Rayner's department, not any department, but her own department, is starting to allow town halls to levy an extra 100% council tax charge on second homes. That's right, you have to pay double the council tax on a second home. So isn't it interesting that she, of all people in the cabinet, has decided to get herself a swanky new pad? And you would think that maybe right after the homelessness minister has had to resign because she evicted her own tenants, that the housing minister might think twice, especially after the whole Lord Ali scandal and all these freebies and whatnot that showed these politicians were living the high life rather than being these, working class people living paycheck to paycheck as they make themselves out to be. You'd think she would have thought twice about this, but no. It baffles me how little comprehension the people in this cabinet have about what they are doing is going to look like in the press before they do it. And don't forget, guys, this is the Angela Rayner who had a huge scandal that rumbled on for months on end at the beginning of last year before the general election about the sale of her council house, where she was able to come off a lot better off than she otherwise would have been. I think about 15 grand's worth, because she claimed she was living in a property that most people suspect she actually was not living in. And now she's decided to get herself an 800k flat. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, what does her swanky new pad look like? So this is the outside. You can see a bit of the sea in the background there. So she is right on the beachfront down in Hove. And this is from Rightmove. The Daily Mail, brilliant, or Mail on Sunday, getting all of the photos so we can see. Does that look working class to you? I think it looks pretty fancy, if you ask me. She's moved up in the world. She's gone from being a council home gal to really living the high life. And remember, this is just one of 3 swanky properties that she has got. It's got a big chandelier, nice light open windows, sea view. Not too bad at all. This is one of the bedrooms. Again, looks absolutely lovely. I personally would not mind living here. Given that she's got 3 bedrooms there, I think, of course we can all assume that she'll be renting out, giving out for free the spare room to some of the migrants that desperately need housing now. I look forward to seeing her do that. Let's also take a look at the other places where she lives. So this is Admiralty House, and you may recognise from the sand that this is where the horses are. You may have seen the horses by Buckingham Palace if you've been down to London. So she is living in this swanky place right next to Buckingham Palace. She has got a 3-bedroom flat in there. God knows what that is worth. That's where she gets to live during the week. No commute for this girl. This is right on Whitehall, right by work. Very, very fancy indeed. And then in her constituency, she has got a 650 grand 4-bedroom house. I highly doubt that she is using every single one of the bedrooms across the 3 different properties that she has got. So I really do look forward to our Angela Rayner announcing that she will be she will be using all these spare bedrooms that she is lucky enough to be able to afford to house asylum seekers. I'm sure she will. Yeah, I look forward to seeing it. I am joking, by the way. I absolutely do not expect it, but she will be probably sending a letter to you, to your house, asking you to put an asylum seeker in your spare room very soon, or Yvette Cooper will. So let's just wait and see. Anyway, that is the latest on Angela Rayner's 3rd home. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It massively helps us out. And of course, you'll get to know when we are posting new videos if you press that notification bell as well. So you might want to do that. See you next time.